Hello, hello, hello. Let's see. Who is here? Ends with Lucas, Go Cineblocks, Rama Spril. Ends with Sam, Frogs, Thundertube. Oh, Stino Visco, G-Ants. What is happening? I need to turn the music down a little bit. I don't know how it was for you, but for me it was a bit too much. Hello, Milan. What is happening? How are the gardens doing since I was gone so long? They are really good. Ends with Lucas. I just got Fidolium Mechacivilla. Cool. What did I miss? The intro. So nothing. Oh, I was so bummed out today. Yesterday, in my back garden, the Lasius flavus were building up their castles inside my grass. Today, the weather was humid and hot, and I thought, yes, tonight at 7, they'll fly. Guess what happened at 6? Massive thunderstorm. Everything washed away. So no nuptials. How is the sound for everyone? Is it good? Where did I leave my water bottle? There. I'm buying my first ants tomorrow. I need a name for them. What ants are you buying? Lasius flavus. The Orange Army. What's the best modular system? Crafting end. Hey, that end guy. Let's give him some sugar. By the way, guys, as you can see, we got new colors in the boxes for the smileys. And this one actually changes color when you change the angle. So it's blue and red and purple. Well, answer Sam. Don't forget that I am a Dutch shop, so shipping is not expensive, and you keep end setups for a long time. You can reuse them, and with this modular setup, you can add stuff when you want. TCA, do you have Camponotus barbaricus? No. No, I do not. It's not my WhatsApp group, Sam. It is not my WhatsApp group. I am part of it, but... Okay, I'm going to grab some red runners. some of the ants got to eat. Yeah, I know. There was a big discussion on the WhatsApp group about modular systems and tubing systems. But don't forget, people, that the systems that we have here are all modular. But they are also connectable to tubing. Because a lot of people ask me, well, there's no way you can use your stuff with other brands. Of course there is. You got OR connector, and then you have an H to tube connector, and you got tube. And even with this connector, inside is 8. Now it's 10. Outside is 15. And you have another notch for 16. So it's 4 different tube sizes in one connector. So yes, you can use TCA stuff with all others. Back to the sugar water. Bye, European guy. That was a quick visit. I now have tubing setups, but it's difficult to me, so I am now ordering a new TCA setup as we speak. Cool. Yeah, that's one of the main things why I went for modular. Because I got the question before, why is your connector like this? Well, I wanted an easy and fast way to connect, so that's why it's 1 bolt. I want it to be very strong, that's why it's a wedge shape. But it's so strong that you can actually pick up the whole setup with one hand. This color smiley is in some of the mystery packs. Later, Sam. So the blue is in some of the mystery packs, not all of them. Because the mystery packs we have so many colors by now. Every time I make a special order for someone, if it's ant related or not, I make a couple of smileys. And now that's where the mystery packs come in. Don't forget that the mystery pack gives you 4 big smileys, 4 XLs, and 10 small smileys. You're getting a lot of ants on the spill. Hey, Mr. Son. By the way, guys, don't forget, with this heat wave at the moment, don't forget to check on your ants' water supply. So, also, help me out today. This one, we're good. Okay. Should we grab the Carabera for the background? You're welcome, Ramspril, as one of the regulars. Because we did... Oh, now I understand. Now I understand. Cool. That sucks. Yeah. We did a poll on the Discord for the Diversa for nest color. So, let me grab them real quick. This turn is gonna be a pain in the butt later on, but say bye to Rita. Bye, Rita. We're getting more and more movement in the outworld again. It's so nice to see. Again, check the water. We got water. Okay, let's check out the nest. Oh, nice. Nice, nice, nice. So, I asked you guys, I need to check which ones I actually asked for the poll. Should I continue? Because this color gray is no longer available. So the question was, should I continue with black, with the new gray, that's this one, it's a little bit lighter, or should I get a special type of color and put the, what you could talk about it in general. But the actual thing you guys said is the new gray. So I printed one. So then it's gonna look like this. With, of course, an insert and a lid and stuff like that, but do you have any discount codes? Yes, we have a discount code on the Discord, but there are also several YouTubers and Instagram people that you can support. So I'm not gonna tell you the discount. You can look it up. You can follow Ninuturu, Antflix, Campanico, the Mira Machinist. So yeah, but this color is no longer available, frogs, sadly. So I need a new color for this. So it's either going to be black, this gray, or something completely else. Something completely different. And the votes went out for this. Yeah, you think black is better? Yeah, something I agree with. But there is one big difference for black in this setup, is that in one part you have the insert, and in the outworlds I already have the gypsum. So the only part where it would be black on black would be in the corridors. Okay, TCA, do you come to Expo Houten? Maybe, I'm not sure yet, but I'm not there with my own stand or anything. If I'm gonna go there, I'm just gonna visit. You'll probably make your own. Okay, well, that's up to you. Well, Thundertube, sadly, I'm not there with a shop. At the end of the year, the Insect Beurs in Nieuwegein, I think it was, that's going to be an exhibition where I will actually attend myself with a few tables. So, yeah. So, ooh, the Queen. I'm gonna make in the Netherlands, but I'll I'll put more information on YouTube and Instagram and the website and everything. So, oh, bye, Rams Pro. So, I just sprinkled some water in the outworld to get the humidity up. As you can see, it goes into the... Is it necessary to buy tickets? No, you can buy a ticket at the venue. That's no problem. No problem. So I am going to clean this outworld a little bit. So let me get my broom. I'm gonna put everything in one corner, and then tomorrow I'll be able to scoop it up, because now I'm also putting a lot of those ants in the corner. By the way, this broom is a part of the gardening set that's also available on the website. This is the small one. You also have a large one. Do some of the ants stick to it? Of course they do. But it's way better for the ants than other brushes, because this has shorter hairs. Hello, Iker. You have a lot of ants. I have a couple. Let's see. Hey, Ebola. All good, friend. Have you ever had megacephala, and how can I get them to grow a lot? I haven't had them, but it's the same for everything. Give them all the things that they need. So look up what their needs are for temperature and humidity and food. And something that a lot of people don't understand is don't overfeed them. You can easily overfeed your colony. Give them food, take it away the next day. And the day after, give them food again. It build it up. Don't just keep putting food out there. Okay. What's next? These guys need some food. So I'm gonna grab an even bigger smiley. 1 second. Because these ones are gonna get an XXL smiley. How long have I been keeping ants? I started in January 2024. So what is it now? 2 years and 6 months. I was lucky that I started in a period with a lot, when there was still a lot of YouTubers busy with ants. Ants Oliver, Ants Britannia, Antimatters, Ants England, Aesthetic Ants posted more. They are starting a little bit more now. Ants Canada was still about ants. So yeah, it was a huge difference back then. This Carabera diversa colony came from the ant merchants. But at the moment, there is no diversas available. Okay, back from checking the website. I'm probably gonna buy a smiley feeder soon as I. Cool. Well, we have different sizes. This is a size that I don't use or sell a lot. It's the XXL. So there's actually 6 red runners in there. Let's see if we can get some movement. Okay, I need to drink something. You've been keeping ants for 6 years. Damn. Well, if you're gonna buy for a small species, you have 2 options, because you have the normal smiley trays. But if you have micro species, you also have the micro. And it is not smaller in size, but they are not able to drown in it. That's why they have the sunglasses. But that makes the area smaller, so that they won't drown. So this is the normal smiley. This is the micro smiley. And then you have the bigger smiley. And then you got a really big one. Lasius flavus go for the micros. Flavus are small. Yeah, they're gatherers. Take these ones. I hope we can get a small trail going if they when they find it. But you can also get the surprise package. It contains 4 big smileys and 10 small ones. So good value for your price. And it's a lot of different colors. The standard ones, but also non-standard colors. Even collector's items. Okay. I am going to grab the next colony, and that's going to be our Camponotus vagus. Beastly. By the way, the denticulata from the giveaway is still here. This week, the temperatures were not in our favor to ship, so I'll show the denticulata in a little bit. They are still here, but they are leaving the end room, of course. They are moving to Belgium. Oh, okay. The vagus are enjoying the nest, I would say. Nice. Do you have fire ants? At the moment, I don't. But in the future, I might get them again. Well, first of all, I need my ants and wait for another month because I don't want her to dry because of stress. Good point. Okay. I'm gonna grab the drinker. Not completely empty, but almost there. Again, people, with this weather, please make sure that your ants have water. Very important. Give them tubes, wet cotton. Drinkers, double drinkers. Do you have Camponotus nicobrensis? Yes, we have a 5-queen colony and a 1-queen colony. Okay. Hey, why did that music stop? What's this? There we go. Mesobarbarus. Yes, I also have Mesobarbarus. Several, but one bigger colony. Mesobarbarus are easy to maintain. Yes, I actually want to try something today with the Mesobarbarus. So more on that later. I got some other seeds, and I wonder. I was in the wrong section of the supermarket, and I found some seeds, and was like, maybe they like it. So we're gonna check that out. But first, the Renaissance. Somewhere, I still hope that the Renaissance are Fadoli Nodas still have a queen, but I kind of already know that it's not good. Messer founding is hard? Absolutely not. I'll show you in a second. Just leave him alone. Nah, guys. It's done. We lost even more workers. Still no brood. And I don't see a queen. I would like to have your opinion on that. What do you guys do with a colony that's doomed, like this one? Their queen is gone. There's no brood. The colony will die out. What should I do with them? What should I do with them? Colton, probably let them go. Well, they are not native. I cannot release them. So the only thing I can do is just keep feeding them until they die out. Or I can end them for them, and that would be something like put them in the freezer or... I don't know, it's hard. It's been a very nice colony. This colony has been gifted to me by Rene and Sia. They've been on quite a journey. You can see the video on my channel. And yeah, they're a special colony, but they are 4 to 5 years old. So it's not weird, but what happened to the queen? Well, probably just old age. But if I'm gonna let them die out, it's probably not gonna be on the channel, because yeah, You don't want to see a dying out, a colony that's dying out. And as you all can already see, the amount of workers that we already lost this week, it's a lot. No, these species don't accept a new queen. So it would be better than to start over than get a queen killed. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, get your sunglasses out. And you know what time it is. The workers can live out their lives without a queen, just continue to provide food and humidity. Yes, I know. But the question is that the moral thing to do? Just let them die without a purpose? That's the question. I know what the options are. I can feed them for a long time, but I know that the small workers will only live a couple of months. The mages a little bit longer, but not a lot. What is the right thing to do? What species do you have? Well, the species that we were talking about was Phodolinotus. What species do I have? I have 32, so quite a few. This is Lasius niger. Yes, this is my daughter's colony that she caught in last September. And they're doing good. They're doing really good. Put them out of their misery. To be honest, that is what I'm leaning towards. Not that I like that, but... Hello, Trisha Lang. Welcome. They grew a lot. Yeah, they're growing really good. They are growing fast. Well, they, of course, get a lot of attention on my daughter. Every time some kid comes over to play with her, it's like, you want to see my ants? And they get food again. And that's a nice thing about Lasius niger. They're sturdy ants. You can, as long as when the queen has a couple of workers, you can disturb them. It's fine. I want to buy a setup from the TCA for my Lasius niger. They have 10 workers with a lot of brood. Which setup should I buy? In what setup are they now? Just a tube? Keep them in a tube for a little bit longer and then put them in a white-tongue teardrop. Yes, my daughter feeds them every Wednesday afternoon. At least Wednesday afternoon. And I feed them on Sunday. Hello, TCA. Did I miss the Lundies? No, not yet. We are almost at the Lundies. We're going to do the harps and the denticulata that are still here. And then it's Lundy time. Okay? Releasing them is not an option because they are from Asia. And I'm in the Netherlands, in Europe. So, no, releasing them is not an option. Would they do harm here? Probably not, but they would die even faster because if I put them in my back garden, they're going to fight with Lasius niger and they're going to lose. Harps can be tricky. They're not always predictable. So, as I said before, this was the giveaway, the denticulata. But they are still here because I couldn't ship them because of the heat wave. So I needed to take care of them. This week the temperature will drop and I will ship them to Belgium. How long did your harps live? Thundertube. Do ants ever get all riled up with different colonies scent? With their pheromones? I think that the trail of pheromones has their own kind of signature. So they do run into another. They can run into another pheromone trail and think like, "Hey, that's not ours." I know that's one of the things that that army ants do. And army ants can be very persistent against other ants. But there's a lot of colonies that can do damage like that. So I have a ton of fruit flies. So these girls are gonna get some fruit flies. Nope. Come on. There we go. I hate these boxes. Sorry about the noise. When is your small flex nest gonna be in stock again? They are in stock, but not the white tongue. White tongue is not coming back in stock. So it's only gonna be gypsum, wood, and soon I'm gonna be adding cork. So the cork insert is about the same size. It's the same size as the gypsum teardrop and the wooden teardrop. There's also going to be a cork teardrop. But I get a lot of questions. Why are you dropping white tongue? I have several reasons for that. Personally, I like gypsum better. The only plus side on white tongue for me is that it holds more water. Gypsum is less porous, so it cannot hold as much water. But it's way better in giving the water back to the ants. It is way better to clean. No ants get stuck in the holes. I think it's more aesthetically pleasing. And also production-wise, the production of white tongue actually uses a lot of power, makes a lot of small dust, which is bad for the environment. Did I put a huge vacuum cleaner on it? Yes, I did, but it's still very messy. Then it uses even more power. So in the end, I decided to stop selling white tongue. So there's a few ant species in our cabinet still in white tongue, but we are gently moving them all over to gypsum. By the way, gypsum is also way less brittle. So better for shipping for me, but also better for you to handle and afterwards clean again and use again. With gypsum breaks very fast. Hey Ben, let's give them a few drops of sugar water, and then we're gonna grab the harps, and then it's Lundy time. Okay. Whoa! Look at the activity in there. It's been a long time that I've seen this amount of activity with the Diversa. That's a good sign. I'm really happy to see that. Holy smokes. Huh. That's cool. How is your Myrmecocystus? I don't know. We haven't checked them yet, so your timing is good. We're gonna move to the second viv real soon. This is the last colony from this viv. So, Hobnatus venator. Let's get the light out of the way a little bit. Cocoons, cocoons, larvae. As you can see, the nest is wet because I did something this afternoon. I got a gift from the soil gecko. And you wonder what? Well, we're having trouble with some mites in the setup, and some of the setups have springtails in it. And this colony, or this setup, now has isopods. So, hopefully the harps will leave the isopods alone, but there's a ton of them in there. And what I think is really funny is that they are orange. Of course, we're from the Netherlands. There's going to be football again. And the Dutch color is, of course, orange. So, we need to put some red runners in there because I checked before. Is there going to be more? Yeah, you can see that there's more. A couple on the bottom here. Nice. There's only one red runner in there. As you know, we let them hunt freely. So I'm going to add some more red runners. Bit more than I intended, but they have a lot of brood. They're harps. They can handle it. Again, enough water. This time with the jaw drinker. Nice. Harps are cool. Yeah. It's one of the species that I always say, if this colony dies, I'm going to buy a new one tomorrow. Harps is something that's always going to be in my collection. One of the coolest ant species out there. Are the easiest ones? No. They can be challenging because of the temperature and humidity. But since I have my vivs, temperature is not an issue anymore. Only heat waves. But luckily, it's also my production room, so I have air conditioning. Is the intentions that the isopod will eat the mites? No, they don't eat the mites, but they take away the food from the mites. That's the idea. So it's kind of the same thing as the springtails. I do believe that some species do eat mites, but I'm not sure if it's this species. So, yeah. I do now. I need to feed them some vegetables once in a while, so. A little too much water in the bong. It's not really suitable to use as a bong, but that's a good one. Okay, I'm going to put you to the Carabera, then I'm going to put these ones back, and then we're going to do the Lundies. And the Lundies are doing epic again. I'm so happy. I am actually working on a Lundy video. But I'm actually very, very busy with all the orders. So people, thank you all for ordering. Everything's on schedule. There's no delays or something. But yeah, it gets in the way of making videos. Because, well, next to that, I still have a life. So, let's check it out. This is the first fungus pod we're looking at, but this is fungus pod number 3. And as you can see, looking really nice. They got some new rose petals, and they're happy. Fungus pod 2, completely filled. Fungus pot number 1. We had some room in the back, but they're filling it up again. Trash pot I emptied, but there's already a big pile of trash there again. I've never seen you do any macro shots of the Lundies. Oh, they're in the video. But what do you want to see? Let's see if I can, because there's some cool lighting here. How about that? Is that better? So what they actually do inside the fungus is they make small pieces of the leaves that they bring in. They chew it up and they make like a pulp. And this pulp they put on the fungus and the fungus takes it over. And the thing is, these ants don't actually eat the fungus themselves, only the brood. The ants only use juices that come out of the fruit and vegetables and leaves that they get. And yes, this species is black. They have different sizes, but they are not polymorphic. So you can have a bigger worker and a smaller worker, but it just has to do on the amount of food that the brood gets. They don't have mages or anything like that. Yeah, I'm very happy how they hollowed out this pod side, because this afternoon I also made some really nice content for the new video. As you can see, they're also very active inside of the tubes. If this colony died, would you get a new one of them right away? I would get new leaf cutters, yeah. Leaf cutters they're just cool. Do you keep those? Yes, we keep a lot of ants here. And this is my biggest colony. So at the moment, I am guessing that the colony is 10,000 plus. Fungus in the tubes, yeah. Because there is a heat wave going on, they are building fungus everywhere. So let's follow the tubing. As you guys remembered last time, there was a lot of fungus in this outworld. Well, that's completely gone. That was 1 liter of fungus, and it was gone within, I don't know, a very short period of time. And I now see that my lights are off. Why are my lights off? I have no idea why my lights are off. Sorry. Okay, it's going to be a bit hard to see the tubes, but the tube runs under the shelving. All the way over here, and then we have light again. So in this pod, they get rose petals, dried rose petals. So yeah, it's a really big bag. As you can see, it's 1 kilograms. They now eat 1 kilograms in 6 weeks. And they have them always. There's always availability for them to get rose petals. And as you can see, more fungus in the tubes here. And yes, that can be annoying because they can't get a lot of leaves through at the same time. You can see them running here. And then they run into new fungus. The fungus is not completely round. So on the back side, there is still a trail, but it's hard to film. Yeah. So only the half of the tube is filled. Where can I buy a leafcutter colony? I would suggest to check out iliasinsects.com. And a lot of my videos on leafcutters on the main channel, you can find this address in the in the videos. Or Martin, can you put the link in the stream? So at the moment they are munching on bramble. I give them about 400 to 600 grams of bramble a day. Yeah, it is a speed bump, especially here. Boop. Thanks, mate. Yes, there we go. aliasinsects.com. That's where I got a couple of leafcutter setups already, including this one. And he's just an awesome guy, gives great support, great shipping, fast shipping. And also afterwards, all questions will be answered. There's a really nice WhatsApp group where you can get all sorts of information. By the way, guys, if you ever wonder, this is one of the vivariums that I use. It's an IKEA cabinet. And yeah, that's how our setups are standing. And then the other one is over there. Hey, Sadie! Back from the dead. Did you have an AntCon hangover? That's the big question. How do you heat your Viv? I have a temperature regulator and 2 big heat bottom. Yeah, 2 big heat mats. I can show you. They're right there. And heat goes up, so it goes on in there's space between the doors, so it just goes up. And then, well, that's it. So I think they are both 40 watts, so 80 watts. But at this moment, they don't do a lot because the temperature is already up high. How long did it take to build? What, the cabinets? Not so long, because the cabinets are IKEA cabinets. So they just would cables around the sides work like heat cables? Yes. I prefer heat mats because they are faster and I think they look better. So it's my opinion. How are you coping with the heat so far? To be honest, you gotta love your air conditioning. Do you have a problem with ants in your house? No, we love ants over here. Okay, let's grab a few flex starters. It's all right for some. We still need to talk, Sadie. I haven't heard from Sam yet. I hope everything went well. It's a situation that you don't want, and it was annoying for you. I would understand. Let's see. So, our colony of Chromatogaster scutularis that don't want a tube. I might need to give them a new tube though. This one is not that nice. Scuds. I already fed the scuds, so I don't need to feed them again. Ooh. Fetch and koi. Ladies and gentlemen, the virgin koi has a larvae. Oh, it's a miracle. That's cool. Okay. Get back in there. Take your space, take your time. I've seen so many people lose their, yeah. The heat is really bad. Again, a species that doesn't want to live in the tubes. They are inside of the flex starter. It's a tetramorium that we got as a gift. Well, the annoying thing here was, Sadie, that everything was looking good for nuptial flights today, and then at 6 o'clock there was a huge thunderstorm, and we got like, well, streets were flooding. Okay, let's check out our pseudo colobopsis. Nice. I see 4 workers. Or is it even 5? No, 4. Nice. Prince Moonbeam, what country are you from? I'm from the Netherlands. But if you are interested in any of the setups, we ship worldwide. We do not ship ants. You're from the Netherlands too. Cool. I am from the beautiful city of Delden, near Enschede. Okay. Damn, the Diversa are active today. Okay, I need to drink something. I can catch my own ants usually in the month of June. Yeah, you can catch them by now, depending on where you live, but... Thanks, Moonbeam. It's, I have my own shop, thecraftingant.com. How cooked are you when your leaf cutters escape? Well, the thing is, the leaf cutters, they will go everywhere in the ant room, but they won't leave the ant room because they have everything here. They get enough food, stuff like that, so they won't go very far. But since it is around 10,000 at the moment, they're everywhere. And even though the bite of the Lundies that I have cannot pierce your skin, they can bite, and it does hurt, especially when they get between your fingers or when there's 25 on your legs. It does hurt. So does that mean that I have had escapes? Yes. There's more than 10k in your LC. Well, I mean, I started counting yesterday, but I lost count after 10. 10 workers. Nah, it's undoable, but I think it's 10,000 plus at the moment, so yeah. How do you see on your Caribou Diversa if you fed them too much or too little? Too much, they leave food lying around. Not enough. Then there's usually more in the outworld. Well, you know, Sadie, it's very easy. I mean, I start counting like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then I'm out of fingers. So, yeah. At a certain point, you give up and start guesstimating. Very true. Very true. Okay, I'm gonna grab the Mesa Barbarus because I got some new seeds. Hemp seeds. What do you think? They move too much. Nah, I put them in the freezer before. Nah, just kidding. My freezer's too small for all these ants. You bet. You think it's closer to 20K? Okay. So, let's see. What do you think? Would they like hemp seeds? I think they should. The thing is that these seeds are already like opened, so it's not for long storage, but it is way easier to eat. So especially for starting colonies, I think it would work. Imagine if the hemp seeds get germinated and the ants get high. Well, it's allowed here in the Netherlands, so I wouldn't worry about it. By the way, guys, as you know, I just stopped hydrating this nest because they were in the small nest and they are now in the big nest. As you can see also, the nest is pretty dry because the gypsum is pretty white. So I'm gonna put some water here and then you can actually see it turn gray. I think those seeds will create a lot of waste. But then again, it's messy barbarous. So messy barbarous are doing it anyway. Okay, I put a little bit too much water in it. So now it's flowing out the entrance, which is fine. But you can see now that the bottom is turning gray instead of white. So that's good. Now, but why do we call them messy barbarous? They're gonna make a mess. Well, they always make a mess. And I think that they are already going to need an upgrade of sorts anyway, because this is still a small outworld and the colony is getting bigger. So I might need to change that anyway. So let's grab some scissors. Nope, no scissors here. They crap a lot. Yes. Messy barbarous. Okay, here goes the seeds. They're gonna get quite a few. It is a toilet, yeah. And I just put food in their toilet. Oh! They're already running with them. That's so cool. Messy pooperous? Nah. Messy barbarous is enough. How do they make that kind of shit? Well, it's like a dog that has problems when it's just rubbing its ass in the grass. It's the same as this. I'm so getting banned on YouTube. But it's cool to see that they are already running with the seeds. I think they like it. It's a softer seed, so it's easier for them to make ant bread. Oh, thanks for that, Lucas. That's something I really needed to know. Oh, hey, what do you guys think? Did you actually know that Mesobarbarus, that Carabera diversa also eat seeds when they have them available, and we got soft seeds. So, should we give them some? Let's see what happens. We can put some in the outworld here. You give yours peanuts. Ah, that's cool. Okay, I'm gonna put the mesh of barbers back. I'm gonna grab the next colony. Oh! Guys! Remember? Help me to tell when I'm almost out of water. We nearly killed our messers. Add to grocery list. Get more cotton. Thank you, Sadie. Thank you. See? Sadie gets it. And she's one of the latest ones to join today. People, I'm so disappointed. There we go. YouTube. Woohoo! Yum. Okay. it's the thought that counts. Yeah, okay, true. So let's stick to some messy ants. And where do I want them? Here. Because there's water. No, there's water. There's water. But there's no ants. See? I gave them water. Yeah, they're on. These are bastards. I don't call them the tiny devils for nothing. Yep. Chromatogasters scutularis. They are rage baiting me, I know. There's not much visible on the floor. Well, they put all their junk in there. Yeah, all their junk. Not ants, junk. Because they rather live in a double drinker or in the outworld. They like it dry. Yes, I know. So, I also know that they are very destructive. So, I think that this week I should give them a cork nest. What do you think? I think they are going to test the new cork. What do you think? Yeah? No? Maybe? Okay. Well, everybody's so happy about it. They will chew it to pieces right away. Yes, that's what I'm hoping on. Is that new? Yes, it's not in the shop yet. It's actually the first one I milled. Yep. So, Messy Barbarous, and they are already past the barrier again. Oh, I was testing some new barriers with these ants because they are annoying. And, yeah, they already passed it again. So, barrier failed. Okay, I already gave them some sugar water on there. Just gonna talc barrier. Yeah, I know, but I'm almost out of good talcum powder, and after that, I'm gonna have to go to the fake ones, and I don't want to. So I'm actually looking into PTFE and stuff like that. I know that we had that conversation before, Sadie, but yeah, the ones that I've tried until now, I'm just not happy with. It it it's still bad if I compare it to talcum powder, and then I don't want to sell it. So talc doesn't last long enough with moisture. True, but moisture is not the issue. Scuds are dry. I mean, I have talcum powder with my leaf cutters. Here. Do you sell ants? Nope. This is talcum powder. And the leaf cutter setup. Okay, it's a trash pot, but this is talcum powder. Just put it on thick. It's fine. Getting the right PTFE is hard. Because I have too many species that will just destroy PTFE in hours. Open the lid. Yeah. Let humidity out. True. But it's with the leaf cutters, it's a mesh lid. So the humidity is not the problem. I didn't know what was on your shop. Is it just tanks? I sell nests, I sell outworlds, I sell all the things around it. I smell like the soft tweezers, cutting tools, brooms, bottles, but not with liquids in it. Because I ship worldwide, it's just an Wakushi's works good in my experience. Yes, but I don't want to sell Wakushi's. I want to sell my own. So, yeah. Okay, on to the next. Should we check out how the drop tails are doing? Because I think they are settling down in their new gypsum nest. Almost out of water? No, they had enough water. More than enough water. Oh, okay. The drop tails are... they are building a nest, all right. When I put sand in the outworld, they stopped climbing the walls. That's sadly not true for most of the species. But now the big question with the drop tails is... there was a little bit too much water in there. It was flowing in there. Can we see any eggs or brood in there? I see the queen still there. Guys, this is a species that we got as a gift. And I have never seen brood with her. But they are making this setup their own, so that's promising. Promising, but yeah. Well, Leanne, check out thecraftingant.com for all the setups and stuff. Yum. Okay. Check out our green weaver. Oh, there's so many. Mites in there, but they're not on her. So they're grain mites, but there's an egg over there. But I already saw that there's some dead workers in the bottom. Do you see it? In the bottom left? They never made it. Damn. Because she has been weaving inside of the tube there. I really need to do something for her. I'm not sure. Okay. Yep. Let's see how they need airflow. Yeah, I know. That's why they are in the starter. It has the most airflow. Yeah, I'm working on an outworld for her, but I'm behind on work. I'm missing some cocoons. What is happening here? Did she? Oh, I'm sorry. We got cocoons and larvae and grain mites. Damn. But there are some cocoons missing. She had more the last time. Not all the food is gone, so. So you think more ventilation? Okay. I might need to put her in a large outworld for a while then, because that's the only thing I can give her at the moment. Well, she has more eggs in her mouth, so that's good. I am going to put the lid back on. Print a stand. I have a stand ready. I have a stand ready. The problem is that it's too big for the current outworld if I want to use a large tube. So that's why I was making a larger outworld. How long did it take you to print your modular ant enclosure? To develop or to print, or what do you mean? Because development has been going on for years now. Ever since I started in 2024. But the print time, it really depends on the size and everything. But I have a couple of printers running full time, so. Okay, on to the next. The music stopped again. What is happening today? There we go. They're not running around with the seeds yet. Okay. Are they carrying seeds? Oh yeah, I see a couple now. Right there at the entrance. Cool. So, I was hoping to catch the nuptial flights of these girls today. Sadly, the storm didn't help. But it's looking good. It's looking good. Lasius flavus, one of the most underrated, cute, but especially active ants. Everybody's like, oh, Nigers. No, get flavus. Look how active they are. They're always running around. Are they killing the other queen? Nope. Both queens are fine. The floods. I loves the floods. In Michigan, we have brevicornis, which are related to the flavus. Okay. And it's with Lucas from Michigan. Cool. It's cool to have people around from all over the world. We don't have a lot of epic species in the Netherlands. But I think that flavus is just underrated. Crafting ants, how much is your shipping cost? Depends where you want to buy from. And with Sam, you are from the Netherlands. I think it is €7 at the moment. You can see it if you put something in your order, put in your address. You don't have to buy it, but it will calculate the shipping cost. Where are my tissues? There. Oh, you're making a mess. Yeah, one of the coolest species. Lasius flavus. There we go. They're running with that leaf like a couple of drunken idiots. Oh, by the way, I checked the water. I didn't forget. Hey, if it isn't Queen Sadie. What's up, Koo? This is our Camponotus cruentatus. And Sadie made me get them. It's looking good. At this rate, we're gonna need oh yeah, a mini major. At this rate, we're gonna need some expansion in a few weeks. That's cool. Oh, more brood. That's cool. More brood. Okay, Sadie. This one's for you. Let me get some dinner for these girls. Get American species. Well, we have some American species. Well, at least one, but I still need to check where the monomorium are from, actually. Sadie, this is for you. A little pink. Monomorium Sapacum. Sapacum? One second, I'm going to check it. Species. It is, yeah, Subopacum. You see the ant on the third ant? She's giving swimming lessons. Sometimes ants are just knuckleheads. But we love them. It's fine. Mediterranean and Africa. Okay, cool. They are cleaning up the seeds. Nice. And yes, we have water. Next up, we have something funny. Because this is our 5-queen Nicobarensis. Or... No, now they're actually... Are they all 5 in here? Yeah, they're all 5 in here. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because they also have a lot of brood in a double drinker. And is there water? Yes, there's water. Is there a lot of water? No, but it's okay water. So 5-queen Nicobarensis. Does this mean that it's gonna grow 5 times as quick? No, no, it does not. It most definitely does not. But they are cool. No, this colony was gifted as a 5-queen colony. It was gifted by the ant merchant. But we also have a single queen that's gonna pop up a bit later. They're still running with the seeds there. And this is the nest, so they're almost there. Okay. Let's do some more flex starters. Yeah. First up, split off Tetramorium. I say that's healthy. I count 5 queens. Brood. Workers. Nice. Okay. It's the water. Water. Let's see if we can get them something to eat. Can you count the queens for me? Oh, the smiley tray was sugared against the floor. I love my Tetramorium. Okay, so Nico Berensis. Single queen. Yeah, I already counted 5. So that's looking good. So this is a single queen. There was an auction on a WhatsApp group I was in, and I bought her cheap. Because I don't sell ants. Well, I sell some of my private collection, of course, but in general, I don't sell ants. But sometimes I do get people over here that want to start a colony, and they give me a call. Can we go and come over and look at some of the colonies? And then I always make sure that I have some ants that I can give them or sell them. And this is going to be one of them. So, Nico Berensis. And the next. Oh yeah. Remember that last week that we pulled off one of the double drinker tubes? This is another tetra colony. Oh. Yeah, my tetras, there are 7 successful splits at the moment. And this one is already not sold. This one is already promised to somebody. So, yeah, let's give them something to eat, so that they can grow even bigger. I do need to make some efforts to get the tetranators going again. To get some content going again. Do you know when people will get them back in stock? What the Nico Berensis? The Nico Berensis season was. The queens were all for sale a month ago? Two months ago. I think I've taken over 100 colonies from mine. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I'm gonna keep on making split offs. As long as the big colony, of course, it needs to be good, but because this is another split off, but this is a tiny one. But still a 2 queen. No, 3 queen. 3 queen. Yeah, Jake had a lot. But where is his tetra colony now? Is it now in one of his lives? I mean, in his natural setup? Where is Jake when you need him? He doesn't have tetras anymore. Damn. So we're talking about starting Mesobarbarus. Well, there you go. A starting Mesobarbarus. Does she have water? Yes. I don't know, Lucas. I don't look a lot at the store of EA because he's my direct competitor in the Netherlands for nests. So yeah. I offered to give him some when he wants to be the Tetra King again. Yeah. Okay. And the funny thing is this colony came at the same time. Mesobarbarus. And these girls, I am going to give some of those hemp seeds. Because I gave them some chia seeds, but the hemp seeds might be way easier for them. Especially since they don't have any mages yet. Nice. Okay. That was a whole 6 hour. Well, since we were already talking about the Monomorium a little bit before, Monomorium. And the Monomorium are making a Mesomorium. I don't know what it is that they are putting there. Is that all poop? It can only be poop, by the way, because, well, this is brood. There's brood. And there's brood. No, there's no sand in this setup. And they are almost out of water, but there's a lot of them on the water tube. So what do? Well, it's very easy. You grab it, you grab a brush, and then you just brush them off. Nice. Grain mite dust. Are you for real? I would say that Monomorium wouldn't leave green mites in their nest. What species in it? Monomorium sapacum. And they love sugar water. Ah, this might be something cool. The soil gecko was here and she gave me some really big dubias. So they are gonna get a really big dubia. Old World and New World Monomorium are very different. New World Monomorium are smaller. Okay. No, I think it's just ant poop. And they are making a mess out of the... all the carcasses that are around. Well, so I got really big dubias. So I think we're gonna give one of them to them. But Sadie, isn't it possible that it's actually that they are chewing up the carcasses of the dubias? Because I feed them dubias a lot because this is a bigger colony. It's just way easier. Okay. It is going to rain dubia parts, just so you know. I hope that they are interested. Because I am not. You're sticking with grain mite waste, okay. Do you consider to grow your own ant food? Dubias, red runners, fruit flies. Red runners? Dubias? I do. But because of the grain mite stuff, I do occasionally just freeze all the dubias and red runners that I have, clean everything, and then get new ones. The one day I remember said this, and I can say, told you so. True, probably. How much time did it take you to make this ant room and money? Well, they have even bigger. Yeah, those are extra large smiley trays. But yeah, they get chicken food actually. How much time and money? That's not really a fair question, RRE Ant Keeper. I started 2 years ago with just a few colonies of Lasius niger and Mesobarbarus. And I'm a grown man. I have 2 kids, so I have some money to spend. But I also had a 3D printer, so I started making my ant setups real soon already. And so the ant room here is actually paid with the money that I earned from making ant setups and selling them on thecraftingant.com. So how much does everything cost? I'm not sure, because a lot of the things I make myself, and a lot of colonies I got donated. So I cannot give you a price or even what it's worth. I don't know. Too much time and too much time and money, but ant keepers don't quit, so there will still be more. Yeah. And Explorer, whoa, I wish I had a 3D printer. Well, you're not there if you only have a 3D printer, but yeah. How can you 3D print and what material do you use? I sent a 3D printer. Well, it's a great hobby, but of course I'm not gonna give a 3D printer tutorial because, well, I'm a company and I want to sell my stuff. So yeah. Then sorry, then you're not in the right place. Because people are asking me, like, what do you do for a living? Well, the crafting end. I'm a house dad, and I do the crafting end. And the crafting end has been telling me it's taking more and more time. So I just looked at my inbox and I saw that I have a lot of orders for tomorrow. So that's nice and that's good, but hey, it's Arthur. Tell everyone how to replicate your business. Lol. No, I have enough struggles with that. I don't need. Yeah. Simple thing. If you want to make your own nest, go for it. If you want to make your own content, whatever, go for it. The only thing I always say is be original. Do your own thing. Of course, there are certain things that certain materials you have to use, some certain things that you have to do that are not that everybody does the same, but there are certain trademarks from certain companies. Don't copy them. Do your own thing. That's the only thing I'm going to say about it. There's enough room for competition. That's not the problem. Okay. Should I grab the clavata? Damn, how many views or subs do I have to get to give me something to promote your things? I don't have a schedule for that. If you want to know something, send me a DM on Discord and we can talk. But of course, if you have 10 subscribers, it's gonna be a bit tricky. Okay, now the question is, she is not in the outworld. But is she in the small nest or in the big one? Well, the medium one. Do you have a Discord server? Yes, the description is, the link is in the description. Nice, I mixed that up real good. So, first up, water. How could I see that there wasn't any water in there? There are springtails in the bottle. Yeah, join the Discord. There's a lot of people on there, a lot of friends on there. Special giveaways on there as well sometimes. Information, a bar section where you can talk on whatever you want. So, yeah. It's always fun for everyone to join. Okay, I hope this one is empty. Yes. Completely empty. Nice. I am going to disconnect it. Not now, because I, of course, want to do that on camera for a video. Yeah, we had a giveaway just a month ago. There's going to be a big giveaway on the YouTube channel, by the way, but I'm still planning that, so. There she is. Damn. Sad thing is, she ate all her brood again. And yes, there is a lot moving around. Don't worry, it's springtails. Springtails are the good guys. Yeah, this is one of the biggest ants that we have. It's Paraponera clavata. And she is known to have the most painful sting of all ants. And she is an actual bullet ant. Kevin, yeah, I just ordered from you and waiting for it to arrive. Well, thank you. Too many springtails, yes, but how do I get them out of there? Ant species in the world that are known, true, but if there was ant species that could have the most painful sting, they would be known. So, Paraponera clavata. Damn, she's a beauty. How are the little ones doing? The ones that I got from you, they're doing good, but I'm not sure what I'm going to do with them. Okay. Since we're looking at big ants, let's grab the other big ants now. So, next to the most painful sting, let's look at the most poisonous sting. Talking about a ton of springtails. What the heck? Holy crap, what am I gonna do about that? That's not good. Give them away at the convention. I might, yeah. So, this is our Myrmecia poriformis. It's not bad, but damn. Birds. Well, it's a lot. Where is she? Did she go? Oh. She's saying kickaboo. Do you know how long the delivery to Austria will take? Up to 5 work days, I think. But lately, the Postal Service are making a little bit of a mess. I don't know how it's going for you guys, but not for the US. What do you mean? Shipping to the US is actually faster than shipping in the EU. And that's weird, but it's true. And why is that? Well, it's very simple. Because nowadays, since Trump made everything a lot of paperwork and stuff, the shipping got way more expensive and only a few companies do it. But because only a few companies do it, there's actually a lot of flights. So it's actually going pretty fast. What? Yeah, because I have several American customers, and it's between 2 and 5 work days to get to the US, which is nuts. Yeah, Trump made it a pain because it's actually expensive to ship. It's 45 euros to ship to the US, but it is fast. Is Trump good? Well, I have a lot of paper. Martin? No, let's not go into to politics. Please don't. That's the wrong one, Martin. So I dropped him. And she's already eating. That's good. Gert, sorry. When you're when somebody gives you a chat ban, I cannot put it back for a second. So apologies about that. Do you keep any other inverts? No. My girlfriend is very strict. Ants and some feeders, but that's it. I would love to have some scorpions or something like that, but nope. No, nothing else than ants. To be honest, spiders are cool, but they're not really my thing. So yeah. I hope to see some cocoons soon. Gert understands. It's gonna be fine. Spiders have too many legs. Okay. Let's go from big and beautiful to small and beautiful. What is one species that you don't have that you really want? I really would like to have Polyrachus amata, but sadly it's gonna be hard to get them this year. And there's something else that I really, really like. But I'm still working on it. Yeah, the nodas are dying. And there was a question that I asked a couple of you before that were in the stream. The queen is gone. Should I let them live out their days? Just keep feeding them, or Should I put them out of their misery? So, one of the coolest species that we have. One of the most beautiful species that we have. Retido ponera metallica. Put up a poll. I might. After this, there's one colony, and then I'm done. It's been 2 hours already, so. So these ants are going to get some fruit flies. Because these ants are tiny. But we've doubled in size already with the colony. And you can see the amount of eggs and larvae around. We are doing pretty good. I have a Rufaniga colony who killed their queen at about 100 workers. Well, that sucks. Can I have Carabera diversa in a setup where I have long tubes from the nest to the outworld? Yes, you can. But watch out, because Carabera diversa, especially the majors, can actually chew pretty good. How thick is the acrylic? Welcome back, Tokar. Buy a setup and you can measure it. Okay, so we have one more colony. And that's the Tetranatus. I am sorry. We've got 2 more colonies. I forgot to... Oh, man. We still need to do some hunting. Martin, you can go. The Tetranatus. Look at that brood pile. How many queens? Too many queens. So many queens. There's gotta be at least 50 queens in there. That was quick. So I made a mistake. There's actually another colony coming. I'm gonna feed the other big dubia that we had to the Tetranatus. Do you have Formica fusca? No. My colony was not doing great. So the soil gecko is taking care of them. Now I wonder. So, will you get singularis? I had singularis, and that's the same thing. They were not doing too well. They weren't growing very fast. So they are at the soil gecko. Now I'm busy with too many things. So there's a when I have colonies that need some special care, the soil gecko is helping me out. They're not really rushing the dubia yet. Oh, they are. Nice. Okay, I think it's time for some real action because Tetranatus, I'm not really doing it today. Let's get the Texas bullet ants out. So, as most of you know, these are my Texas bullet ants, also known as the Merchants of Death, also known as the Cigar Factory. Why? Their cocoons look like cigars. And we are doing good. What most of you also know is that these only take live prey. So I am going to give them some live red runners. These ants are going to hunt them down and kill them. Well, Ari and Keeper, join our Discord. And there's an other creator section where you can actually post your videos. So we got more brood over there. Oh, they're actually spinning a cocoon over there. Cool. Come on, camera. Yes, there's a larvae in there spinning a cocoon. So we got more larvae, more larvae. Nice. Okay. Yum. They still have water. Let's give them some sugar. That one really walked straight into the... It's cool to see. They're going to put really big drops in their mouth and then bring it into the nest. Live feed, yes. These ants are going to get live red runners. They are going to hunt them and they are going to kill them. But I am going to try and scoop out some junk when they are busy with the sugar water. Because after last week, I got a few comments in the Discord, and you guys are right. I just should try and scoop it out a little more often. Sign off if you don't like the killing. Yep, that's something I'll say in a bit. It's very easy. It's their way of life. It's their thing. So if you don't like that kind of content, now is the time to leave. And at the beginning of the video, it already said, "This is not for children." Okay. They are already swarming the trash pile, so there's not much I can do. Let's give them some red runners. Okay, it's gonna be quite a couple. Colony is getting quite big, so they need a few. Yep, not all colonies. Don't forget that a lot of species are not hunters but gatherers. This means that they are actually not built to kill prey, but they will kill prey if they are defending themselves. It doesn't mean that they are made for it. So, for some species, like most Camponotuses, are they able to kill live prey? Yes. But they're not built for it. They can't sting. They don't have a really good bite. So there will be unnecessary casualties on their side. Scavengers, gatherers, yeah. They get stuff that is lying around. They don't kill for it. So for most species, I would say go pre-killed. This is a big colony. They can handle themselves. Don't forget, these ants are solo hunters. You also see now that most of them are getting stung by one ant and not by 3 ants because they are solo hunters. Unlike the diversa swarm. And I don't know why that the video keeps cutting out, or the music. That's why Megacephala and other Phedotes with a bigger head can win. But most Phedotes are still scavengers and not hunters. To be honest, I don't know any Phedotes that are hunters. Yeah, they will get stung by multiple because there are so many in the outworld now that they will. But it's not their main instinct would be solo hunting, and they would spread out wide, grab a prey, and sting it. Unlike the diversa, one ant gets on it and they release a pheromone, and 2 seconds later it's swarmed. But that's not something that the Philosas do. Is it easy to grow diversa? Yes and no. The queen or queens can be hard to keep alive because of humidity and temperature, but when you get a colony going, it's a problem of not having enough brood. The small workers do most of the work. They tend to the brood, they tend for food distribution and stuff like that. But they only live up to 6 weeks. So you need to have enough brood to get enough small workers and keep them going. So you need a lot of brood, especially for a bigger colony. And that's a really hard balance, because some time ago I had a really huge die off. I don't know exactly why, but I had a huge die off, and I had a lot of super mages left, but not a lot of big workers. So actually I had to take a lot of the mages out because they were consuming all the food and it was not going towards the brood. And the problem is that you need workers for the to take care of the eggs. I mean, the queen can start a colony, but it's hard. It's easier to get a colony with workers and brood, but you need a lot of workers and a lot of brood. Is it normal for Malaysia's Niger doesn't want protein for 3 or 4 days? They have 8 workers. Yeah, Malaysia's Niger can do fine on a 2 times a week diet. Because a lot of times people don't even notice that they are overfeeding their ants. And at some point they just don't take anymore. So make it 2 times a week. Pick like, I don't know, same as I do, Wednesday, Sunday. And if there's some left after 2 days, take it out. By the way, did you know that the toxins that they get stung with, they won't kill the red runner. They only sedate the red runner. And why do we do it? Because then they can put them in the corner of the nest. They are still alive, but they can't move. And they can stay alive for several days. So the food won't go bad. They have been getting cheaper over the last few years. Yeah, but you have to watch out with a lot of the colonies, the diversa colonies, are dug up. And then you don't know how old the queen is. So it can be a cheap colony, but the queen will die after a year, and you're wondering why does it happen? Because it's a dug up colony that's already 4 years old. So be sure that you have a good supplier. Hello, and Doug Stinky Pixie, you are joining us at the end of the stream. We are about to stop this. Do you have Elijah's Niger, and can you show it? Yes, we have Elijah's Niger. Well, my daughter has Elijah's Niger. So, grab your sunglasses because they're in a pink setup. This is Elijah's Niger. And this is a colony from last September, and they did hibernate. Lascious Niger. They're ants. And this is my daughter's setup. She caught the queen last September. And those are Texas bullet ants. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I am going to flip the camera around. It's been 2 hours and 20 minutes. It's been a good stream. I really enjoyed it. So let me flip the camera. Don't worry, face reveal. No, I always do it at the end. So, yeah, again, thank you all for joining. It was a really nice stream. I love chatting. I love questions. Join our Discord. I see that we have a couple of new members. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. There's going to be a worldwide giveaway soon. More on that later. It's a sponsored giveaway. But I need to talk to the guy when we are going to plan it, because it's gonna be a big giveaway. It's gonna be several setups that will be shipped worldwide. So yeah, thank you, Sadie. Yes, see you next week. We do this every Sunday evening, 8 o'clock GMT plus 2 because I live in the Netherlands. So yeah, that's it for this week. I am working on a new video for the there they are, for the leaf cutters, but I already see a ton of orders. So yeah, depending on how many orders I have, that's how many time I can spend on the videos. So yeah, so if I'm not doing posting a video, I'm doing good, or I'm on holiday, or my kids are busy, or whatever. But yeah, um, a lot of nonsense talking. I'm sorry. Are you getting the Amatas? No, no Amatas this year. Apparently, the nuptial flights were not great. A lot of collectors missed the nuptial flights. So, probably the ones that are getting on the market are maybe older colonies or dug up. So, I might I want an arboreal species like Amata, so I might get something else. I don't want dives because too many people already have dives. I want something else, but yeah, I'm looking into that. Um, yeah, I'm looking into that. I'm still getting reducing the amount of species that I have because there's a lot of setups that need expansion that can't expand because I don't have the space for it. And I hear everybody screaming, "Make more space!" Well, I'm also expanding my company, so uh, yeah, it's a lot of running back and forth with setups and machines and stuff like that. So it's I have to make some decisions in that department. So more on that later. Um, Thank you all for joining, and I'll see you next time at the Crafting Ant.